that thousands of armed forces personnel are living in substandard accommodation. Some 80,000 people who are occupying single living accommodation blocks. That's half of the armed forces. And of those, the National Audit Office found more than a third, 36%, were living in poorer grade accommodation, while almost 2,400 were in housing considered such bad quality that they were not even charged any rent. The report adds that the Ministry of Defence was failing in its commitment to provide high-quality subsidised housing, with a £1.5 billion backlog of repairs following decades of underinvestment. But as in the case of Soldier C, the failure of this government to provide sufficient housing for veterans underlines why between 3 to 6% of homeless people have an armed forces background, according to the statistics of the Royal British Legion. So this government talks the talk, but does not walk the walk. And when it comes to mental health, recent King's College London and Forces in Mind Trust research found that veterans are at greater risk of mental health disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, and alcohol misuse when compared to the general population. Yet a Defence Select Committee report reveals that just less than 0.007% of the annual NHS budget is spent on mental health services, specifically for veterans, despite the traumatic experiences they've suffered. Among the difficulties reported by veterans to the Royal British Legion survey was the failure of benefits officials to understand post-traumatic stress disorder when carrying out and scoring health assessments for disability benefits. And of course, it's just so hard for veterans to find work in Civvy Street. Mr. Deputy Speaker, the bill goes some way in addressing issues facing our forces through the Covenant, but there is so much that could have been done. Let us not forget, as we do every November, that the armed forces are there to defend the realm and keep us secure, and many have made the ultimate sacrifice. We should safeguard them and provide for them in the way we would wish to be provided. Thank you.